welcome back to I Only Listen to 90s Music. We are back in the building. Stacy, how are you doing, sweetheart?
I woke up this morning. I can't complain. The Lord has been doing wonderful things in my life. I'm in best physical, best fighting condition of my life. I'm just glad to be here. That's about it. Just drinking my water and trying to maintain.
What about you, Scott? How you doing, my brother?
Hey man, just maintaining, enjoying some of the nice spring weather that we getting, even though it's been raining. But
Scott, are you gonna be part of the 100 brothers that's gonna fight this gorilla?
I'm not fucking with it. I'm not fucking with it, man. He knocking out 10 at a time. So that fight gonna be over with in about 7 minutes.
Let me say this. Somebody posted the other day and was like, this gorilla discussion is a distraction. I welcome the distraction.
No, this is fun. This is fun stuff that brings people together.
I welcome a good distraction from time to time because sometimes shit is just too much and we need some silly shit to focus on that. And this is the silly shit I can get behind. Let's argue about this about 100 niggas versus.
Come on, man, it's just one gorilla. Come on, 100 of us. It ain't gonna kill all of us. Man, come on.
Did y'all see Van Lathan's breakdown?
Yes, I saw the waves. 5 waves of niggas going through.
He said the main thing is some people will not make it.
Niggas will die. They was like, we
he said that's the main point. That's the main thesis.
We need to understand that everybody is not gonna make it. We not going in 100 strong and coming back with 100. No, that's not gonna happen. That's not it.
You might come back with 2.
Life will be lost. But then the simulations that they keep showing, like people have made like computer simulations of it. And I'm like, okay, but the problem is the simulations, the size of the men, they're all just average size men. And I'm like, well, that can't work anyway. Like there's a reason, like at least man had the different waves of like, okay, dudes that look like this, dudes that are like that. You can't.
100 MMA fighters.
But I feel like low key it could happen, but I don't want to test it. It's
I have a feeling that somebody's gonna try this shit.
It's gonna be on pay-per-view next year.
No, you can't do it legal. You can't do it because of animal rights.
I don't want to test the theory out, but
you would like to know if it's possible.
But low key, I kind of think it could happen, but there's that strategy. And then also, how old is this gorilla? Is this a young gorilla? Is this an old ass gorilla? Or is this gorilla in his prime? Is this Harambe? Like, what are we looking at here? Because if it's an old ass gorilla, hey, if it's a little baby gorilla, because even a baby gorilla can still get with you. So it's like I got some questions about logistically. We need to understand.
What a full grown gorilla is what, like 400, 500 pounds, something like that.
Right, and that gorilla don't get tired.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, because it's a vegetarian.
Mm-hmm.
They don't eat.
They don't get tired.
They don't eat meat. It ain't getting tired. It's all muscle.
It's all muscle. So like that's the thing. Like gorilla ain't gonna get tired. But in all the simulations, everybody's coming at them head on. And I'm like, no, somebody have to come from the back. Like, okay, if you
gotta envelop him. You gotta envelop him.
Right. You don't have to so that's what I said. The first wave, that's when you have the most injuries.
The first 2 waves
is gonna be the most injuries. But yeah, if you get them from behind, then we might be that'll catch them off guard. So it's like I just like I said, low key, I just kind of.
It's gonna happen. I'm telling you, one of them sheiks over in Dubai, they looking at trying to do something on the low, just for themselves, for their own.
Yeah, they got the money to do it.
Yeah, and it's gonna be something we gonna hear about it through some hush ears, like, Hey man, I heard them sheiks over there doing.
They gonna pay. They gonna find 100 dudes and pay them probably like 10 million each.
or if you make it, you get the money. That's the thing. You gotta make it to get your bread.
No, they gonna give them a little down payment. I mean,
I flew you in. That's your down payment. You got a trip to Dubai.
Yeah, you gonna get something.
A nice little steak meal the night before your last meal.
Your last meal.
That's honestly, we getting one step closer to the Running Man. Like the movie The Running Man, we getting one.
That's how I felt when I saw them girls go to space last week.
Just know that Gail's reaction to all of it is hilarious. Like Gail, like Oprah was like, Gail, you gotta go. Like one of us, you gotta be able to go. And it's like, I know Gail was like, well, bitch, why don't you go? Why I gotta go?
Gail thought she was going to a space station and like to hang out. Gail didn't know.
They was like, nah, suit up.
No, I think Gail thought she was gonna be hanging out up there, like shooting off to a space station, floating around, maybe helping out.
That's what I thought they were doing. I thought they was gonna be up there.
Gail thought that too.
I thought they was gonna be up there for about a week or something.
It took longer for my computer to restart today than it did for that whole trip to go. But like I said, when you watch them walking out to get onto the little spacecraft and they ringing that little bell, and it was the other black lady was all ring the bell, and Gail was like, Lord Jesus, it's the look on her face.
She was the oldest one.
I'm guessing. It ain't about age. It's about I don't want to do this. And she had the look of what have I gotten myself into? I do not want to do this shit. And then even when they got back and they touched down, when she got off, and when she walked out, she immediately was like, let me touch this ground. I need to touch some grass because her
eyes was closed the whole time.
Oh, she was. Like they was gone for 11 minutes. I think total was the entire mission, if you will. And yeah, and then apparently she was up there. She sang "What a Wonderful World." Katy Perry sang "What a Wonderful World" when they got up.
From Louis Armstrong?
Huh?
From Louis Armstrong?
She was up there singing "What a Wonderful World," and
that probably annoyed the shit out of Gil.
That's exactly it, and like that's it. And I think people are really hard on Katy Perry about like her going up there, like they're like, and this person went, and Katy Perry, and I'm like, well, why y'all so mad that she went? Like it's. Look, she got to go and you didn't. So, like, what are you mad about? Like, that you didn't get to go? Who'd you want to go in her place? Like, if Beyonce would have went, y'all have been pissed at that.
They'd be like, she should be on tour.
They're like, how dare her go to space?
Right, but her being up there and but Katy Perry was up there. Some people do a lot and do the most, and Katy Perry was kind of doing the most. She up there with her album, the song list for her album and her new album coming out, and was showing it while she was up there.
I did not know this part.
Oh yeah, you can look that up.
She paid that money to do promo. She used this for promo.
Yeah,
you got the label to pay for this, basically.
She was up there literally, I promise, like she had, and I want to say, was it in the shape of a star? I forget it was in the shape of something, but either way, it was the track list for her upcoming album. And I'm like, hey, I ain't mad at it, man. Get it how you live, because like everybody is kind of watching this. A little bit, some people that or whatever, but there was a lot of coverage about it. And hey, you up there, like, and you get the and like I said, the people were like, oh, they were just trying to take selfies out of that. Well, no, there were just cameras in there, like, period. So no matter what you were doing, the cameras were rolling no matter what. So don't make it seem like, oh, they were, I mean, some people were definitely taking selfies while they were in there, but the cameras were just there. But Katy Perry definitely was making sure that she was
just ready for all this.
Yeah, just steadily on camera, but hey, look, promote yourself. Why not? I do it like
Katy Perry. We don't want to start out this with a rest in peace, but rest in peace to a East St. Louis legend, someone I just had good feelings about, Young Beano. Great Young Beano. I actually did research on this and reached out to some people. No one had talked to Young Beano in like 10 years. My little brother was close with my little brother. Actually, was on the remix to Money Snap. My little brother's on the remix to it, so he was like, "Yeah, nobody can get in contact with him." And he gave me some else's number, and I don't know why I went like this investigative reporting on Young Beano. I just did. I was like, "Hey, man, what happened to Beano? Have you talked to Beano?" He's like, "No, I ain't talked to him in like 7-8 years." I'm like, "Dang!" So nobody knows that. Some of his family members just let people know via Instagram that he had passed on. A hood legend. Particularly for the East Side folks, like East St. Louis folks, Young Beano. The people outside of St. Louis, he did have a song on BET Uncut. If you all remember, "There Go Beano." That was the song that was on BET Uncut for all our people outside of St. Louis.
So yeah, when I saw that he had passed away, I was like, Young Beano.
There go Beano.
And it took me a second to, I'm like,
that Money Snap.
I'm like, I know he had a song. What was the song? And it took me a minute to like remember what it was. And finally, I'm just like, okay, just Google what it was, like what the song is, because you're gonna lose your mind trying to figure it out. And then like, oh, Money Snap. And then he had the other one, Skip to My Lou.
Skip to My Lou with Keywan.
Skip to my, like, I'm like, okay, all right. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then it was like, wait a minute, like, oh, he passed away? Oh.
Young Beano.
R.I.P. Young Beano. To the people who loved him.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Like, I mean, I guess I don't have a.
And people, the Beano is actually a club here. It's a long story about the idea of the Beano, but it's basically the monastery. He got his name from, I don't even know how he got his name, but I'm assuming he was the youngest person at the Beano. I don't know. Like,
I don't know. Nothing. Like I said, I wasn't a mono. I wasn't a mono or club casino person. So, like I was at work.
Oh, but if you guys get a chance, watch that "There Go Beano" video. It just makes you be like, "Yo, early 2000s St. Louis was just different."
You saw everything, man. Once Nelly and them got on, like everybody,
you saw every level.
It was a talent showcase everywhere.
You saw the East Side. You saw
yeah, buddy. Mm-hmm.
All right, next up, Diddy Watch, Stacy. What we got on Diddy Watch 2020? Well, has this been a Diddy Watch for 2.5 years? Damn near, I feel like, because it started 2023.
It was 20.
Yeah,
about
Diddy Watch started the end of 2020.
Yeah, about a year, 2 years. Yeah, 2.5 years.
Yeah. So, according to Hip Hop DX, they say that he's undergone this dramatic physical change with the way that he looks. So week before last, he had a court appearance because he was trying to delay his trial date because there were some additional charges that had been brought up against him. The request was denied, by the way. So there's no cameras that are present in the courtroom. So all they have are the courtroom sketches about the sketch artist. And the sketch artist, basically what you can see is that Diddy looks like he's lost weight, and his what did they say, that his hair is completely gray and appered messier than usual. And he's lost weight. Okay,
man, so you're in jail.
You're in jail. Okay. Yeah, I can see that he's lost weight. Diddy's been eating good food for a very long time, right? Like, first off, he didn't grow up poor.
That's what I'm
right?
saying. I don't think he's ever ate bad food.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't grow up poor. So it's not like he grew up eating Vienna sausages, okay? So that's not what was going on. And he's had money for a very long time. A really long time to be able to afford like great dinners. So I'm sure that his palate is accustomed to certain foods at this point. Hell, even if he's just used to shopping at Whole Foods, like I can imagine that yes, you're not eating the food that they have in prison. You may be afraid to eat some of the food that they are giving you. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be a piece of that. And then two, Diddy's been great for a while. Like a lot of these, we have to remember that all of our hip hop faves and the people that we listen to or whatever, they are 50 something years old.
60.
They're 50, 60 years old. They are not just going to still have black hair.
I got grays in my beard. I got grays in mine.
This camera can pick them up. There's some grays and stuff in here. So it's he doesn't have his personal barber. Okay,
he got the jail barber.
He can't get his hair lined up and all that like he wants to while he's in there. And I'm sure he's not trying to go to the prison barber shop unless somebody near him with a razor.
Ooh.
And he also doesn't have access to any hair dye. Okay, he can't get that biggin put in. So, like we would say, Dion is gray, and and Will Smith. Depending on when you see Will Smith, sometimes there's gray in that beard, sometimes there isn't. They've been gray.
Yeah, they 50, 60.
They old. Like what are you looking for?
DMX was good for that too, though. If he let his hair grow out a little bit, like where he didn't shave it, because he didn't dye his hair, he just would shave it all off.
He was always shaving.
Yeah,
That's probably be Tupac if he was still like, he probably gray beard. Well, he was already bald.
That's what I'm saying. So like it's for me, I'm like, okay, this isn't late breaking news to tell me that he has gray hair and it was messy and he's lost weight. He's been in jail for a while. And
he's been in jail for a year now, right? About a year?
Almost a year. About a year.
Long enough.
Now, did y'all see that he has now acquired Young Thug's attorney that got him off on probation?
Well, I mean,
this the one to replace the one that quit?
Yeah, it's the brother that was a good lawyer too. I looked him up. He was actually a damn good lawyer.
Yeah, he was Osama bin Laden's lawyer.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that he was Osama bin Laden's lawyer,
like, I don't want this one.
And like, so like, you can't, like, if you decide to stop represent someone, there's actually like a hearing and everything that you have to go to and you express why. If there, usually people, it's like a conflict of interest or something. And he was like, I can't do this shit.
It wasn't even no real reason. It was just like, I just can't do this.
I can't do this. Mm-hmm. You defended Osama bin Laden at some point. But with this case, you said, yeah, I'm going to have to go ahead and step down. I can't do this. So it's like, what do you know? Like, what do you know? Like, because it's essentially your attorney, if you're a defense attorney, you have to know where the bodies are buried, right? But at the same time, you kind of don't need to know where the bodies are buried, because if you get asked, like, you can't, whatever. So, and there's, I've watched enough Law and Order to know that sometimes it's like, don't tell me. Like, sometimes they don't ask, like, they won't ask their clients, did you do it? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't want to know if you did it or not. My job is to
prove your innocence.
Right. My job is to prove that what the prosecution has against you is not enough to prove that you did whatever it is that you did. So it's one of those, the less I know, the better. right? I need to know what I need to know. Like, answer these questions, yes or no to me. So he was like, nah, nope.
But he got a Young Thug's attorney, and he should have got him, to be honest with you. As soon as he got Young Thug off for the litany of charges that he had, I would have made that call immediately. As soon as he got him off, call who's the little whippersnapper down there in Georgia? Get Young Thug's lawyer on the line now.
Is that the one? Didn't he kind of stay in the jail with him? What one of them?
They got arrested because they did do some illegal stuff when they basically were meeting about some things without him. And he ran up in there and they got arrested for contempt. But he was right because you can't be meeting about this case without the defense attorney there. Yeah. So he was shouting about, and he also said that. Remember, he said the Young Thug. The thug means. Hold on.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, it's something
ridiculous,
some crazy acronym,
a horrible acronym they came up with.
Yeah, it was. I was like, oh, he rhyming out here.
Teaching harmony again or something.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna find this again.
It's not like
truly humbled under God.
Truly humble under God.
Hey, and he thought he was sitting there in his office and his wife bringing him some coffee late at night. Man, it's truly humbled. What is
under God?
Under God. Hey, and he was like, Eureka. Eureka. Truly humbled under God. Because we got to bring God in this. We in Georgia. Truly humbled under God.
In the courts.
I think this is going to work. I'm going to get him off. Now, I think Diddy may get off. But he's going to basically be like The Walking Dead.
Ain't nobody gonna fuck with him.
Is it worse to be The Walking Dead where you're free? Of course, you don't want to be in jail, obviously, but that you're a pariah and you can't move, like you can't maneuver, you can't go to the party, you can't be up in Dreas, you can't do nothing. You literally
just be with your family. You just.
But Diddy can't handle that. That's a prison for Diddy.
Hey, this is this jail or this jail.
But I can see Diddy violating probation before Young Thug in that scenario, is what I'm saying.
Diddy gonna be at the Grammys next year.
And he's gonna violate probation.
He going to the BET Awards.
There you go. Stacey, what you think?
No.
No.
No, he's not getting off. And even if he does, things will never be the same. Like ever. You're a pariah at this point. Nobody wants to be associated with you. Like even now, like no one is coming to his defense. Mm-hmm. Like with the exception of Kanye,
Stevie J.
These upstanding citizens. Right, Stevie J, known for his character.
Yeah.
All right.
Great character witness.
Yeah. No. Nope. Ain't no.
Nope.
All right, Stacey, explain to everyone the hip hop puppet show, this phenomenon that has been hitting. I'm gonna put some pictures up here in the chat, but you break it down as I pull the pictures up for people to check.
They should have never gave you niggas ChatGPT. Is the answer to that. All of a sudden, so on ChatGPT, I don't know if people are like whatever prompt people are using, or like, make me a puppet, or they're uploading a photo of something in regards to, it could be a hip hop album cover, it might be a movie scene, something along those lines, and uploading it to ChatGPT, telling it to make it into like, a Muppet like. And some of them are like, I'm over it now, but at the same time, some of them were very hilarious. And I actually had started making there's one that is literally the scene in Contagious.
Oh no, hold on. This was fresh off the press. Hold on, I'm putting this in.
Yeah, so they're like I said, some of them are absolutely freaking hilarious, and but also it's like, all right, y'all, let's move forward. Like I said, I appreciate a distraction from time to time, but then niggas will run shit into the ground. So we only get about 72 hours of fun.
Yeah. 3 days, a week tops.
A week tops.
So this is the newest one that just dropped here. Because I went to go to my file.
What if DOC never got into that car accident? What if Ice Cube didn't leave NWA? What if the game never leaves G-Unit? What if Teddy Riley never moves to Virginia? What if we got that J. Cole and Kendrick album? What if the RZA would have never had that flood? How would the hip-hop world sound today? Welcome to Hip Hop What Is, the podcast where we dive into the biggest what could have beens in hip-hop history. From iconic album delays to game-changing partnerships that never happened. We reimagine the culture we love and explore its alternative paths. And you are now at Hip Hop What Is.
Which one is this?
So this is
hold on.
So
explain this to him.
So Monday was opening night of Beyonce, the Cowboy Carter tour, right, in LA. And the reason I know that is because, of course, my best friend was there. Because of course he was. But behind, the little girl in the front is Rumi. Right behind Rumi is Beyonce, and over there to the left is Blue, and in the back, I think that's just a random dancer.
I think it's dancer, yeah.
That's just
some background dancer.
But Rumi came out, and Beyonce was singing. I don't know what she was singing, and it doesn't matter because Rumi came out and was every bit of a little kid and was waving to the audience, and would not stop waving, and it was adorable. It is like even when she stopped waving, she waited a second, it waved some more, and then she started to leave off the stage with Blue Ivy, and then Rumi still kind of looked back and was like, all right then, y'all. So Rumi was like, hey, thank y'all for coming to my concert. I appreciate y'all for coming to see me. Thank you.
Yeah. Now y'all go look at my mama.
Right, like, all right. And then Blue gave definite big sister energy, like, girl, come on.
Right. I told you, mama, she was gonna do this.
Like, I told you she was gonna do this. It was like, so it's funny, like, it's probably the idea of probably no matter how many rehearsals they did, all of that, Rumi was still like, hey y'all.
This is my first tour.
Out here. So Rumi came out there and was like, it was adorable. Like, she's a kid and she absolutely acted like a child. Like, this is, oh my God, look at her. Hey y'all. Hey. And again, people are clapping and applauding, and it's the reality of, like, does she realize that they're not necessarily clapping for her? Like, they are, but they aren't. So, but hey, you a kid and you on stage and it's a whole lot of lights. You up here with your mom and your sister. You feel safe. Your grandma probably in the background, in the backstage somewhere waiting on you to come back.
Your dad there too, probably.
Daddy probably there. And like I said, and when you come out and you start waving, people start cheering a little bit more. So now it's like, wait, they are here for me. Hey, hi y'all. Like, if you are a parent or you've been to any student concert, and when your kid has a solo or your kid gets up there and they see you in the audience, they kind of hey, that's exactly what she was doing. So that's what that scene is. But it's it was adorable. Listen, I don't have anything negative to say about Beyonce's children at all. Like, it's, I mean, one, I don't think about saying about people's kids anyway. But I think this was adorable. It was cute. It was very cute to me.
All right, what about this one?
You let that nigga Terry Bone, and I know I look better than that nigga.
Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And, the favorites that Stacy sent are the No Limit ones. Is I pull these up, like this right here.
Yeah.
Like, So because you had to be creative, you had to pay for the premium package to get some of these that they was doing. You had to pay for the premium. Like,
listen, please understand that one took me out. The last dime.
The last dime.
Yeah.
With the knuckles.
Yeah. Like I was like, oh yeah, this is just good.
Like, I mean, then you got the family.
Bruh.
Who is this supposed to be right here? Skullduggery?
Which one?
Right here on the to the left, far left.
Is that Fame?
No, wait a minute. So now, see, now I got to figure out what I got to find.
The murder. The
Mystical.
dude we don't know. I'm saying the dude we don't know. Silk, Snoop, C Murder, Mystical, Master P, Mia X. Who is this dude?
I have to find I got to find the original photo so I can tell you.
I'm a guess Fiend. That's my guess.
I was saying Skullduggery or Mr. Servon.
Yeah, it's Fiend or Mr. Servon, one of them two. I don't think it's Skullduggery.
That's Fiend.
It's
So
Fiend. Okay.
So it's Fiend.
Fiend.
So yeah, it's Fiend, Silk the Shocker, Snoop, C Murder, Mystical, Mia X, and P. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Hold on, then we got this one here, which took me out too.
The block is hot.
I was like, yo, we got like these are things that do get us through some funny times, man. I mean, with these crazy times we in currently, like I know
it's like every 3 months is something.
I appreciate a little distraction from time to time.
Yeah, 100%.
I just do. Like it's let me see if I got it. Hold on. If it'll let me pull it up. Because I was actually like last week, I was actually making a slideshow with some of them. And you're gonna pull up because I had them all in Canva, and then I lost interest in the whole thing. Because that's how my mind works. But oh yeah. I don't know why. Well, my computer hates me on me. I swear it does. Oh yeah. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me see if it'll let me show y'all this thing. Yeah.
You need privilege. Do you have privileges to be able to do good? Like, is it?
We're gonna see if it'll let me. Haha. Yep. I think so. I think I'm all good.
Hold on, I'll add it to the stage if that's what it needs.
Is it showing? Is my screen showing?
There it is. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit. Oh wow.
Contagious.
Yeah.
Let me put it in present mode.
What the hell
Pure
is
hate.
going on?
But if it would let me present, but thank.
Have y'all ever thought about that Mr. Biggs wasn't as big as he thought he was? I mean, because he keep getting cheated on.
Yeah. Goddaughter too.
Yeah, like everybody, man. Like
they hate y'all family.
Yeah, so I was like, they hate all y'all family.
Who?
Hold on, she got it.
Oh, huh?
No, go ahead. You got it.
So that one, and then some of these. So we saw this one already.
The Menace.
This classic from Menace, or anime, Eat the Cake.
Cosby Show.
This classic here.
House Party. Oh yeah,
right.
they
And
did do that.
then let's see. Fun with
Oh yeah,
the
the Rick
Wretched,
James,
Tupac and Suge.
a Birdman. Oh, that's Jay-Z
Yep.
and Lil Mama
This
when they was on the stage.
classic Hillary Banks, will you back from Fresh Prince, Birdman, put some respect on my name, Rick James and the Couch. Of course, you know, in New York, with Lil Mama, Alicia Keys, and Jay. And
That's
then last
Tasha.
one. So one of my favorite Mariah Carey songs, Breakdown, Bone. So
Oh snap!
this is the video for Breakdown with Mariah Carey and Bone.
Right.
And then, of course, Latasha and the Thuggish Ruggish of the Bone.
Thuggish Ruggish Boom.
So, yeah. Yeah, it's you gotta love it. I appreciate the creativity. I appreciate it. I love, like I said, these are the distractions that I enjoy. I appreciate these.
Yeah, because the last one they was looking like Disney characters. Wasn't it last year? They had them looking like Disney.
Yeah, so they'll come up with something new again.
Pixar.
They keep coming up with new things. Yeah. So I love it. Like I said, I mean, now, like I said, they've been doing this like the last week or two. So it's like, okay, we can move forward now.
Yeah.
Find something else. Like now we need something else to distract us because our attention span. And it also, like with the way social media works, is that you start seeing stuff so much. You're like, okay, let's wrap it up.
Yeah, after a week.
Wrap it up. Like, yeah, like you, and that's I think sometimes the worst thing is that, like, okay, let's wrap this stuff up between next 7. Y'all got until tomorrow night to wrap this conversation up. I won't talk about it no more because you just get tired of seeing it.
Yeah, we need something new by Monday.
Yep. Like, let it go.
Right.
Let's move forward.
I thought about a topic I'm going to add it in right now. Since you said Tasha, I'm thinking about Latasha from Xscape. And Jermaine Dupri said something on the R&B Money podcast about how he was hard to change their image because of Biggie's line in Dreams, where he says, I wouldn't use your dick to fuck them ugly Xscape.
Ugly.
I didn't know, and it was so much of a firestorm of people. I thought that we all knew that Biggie said that, and that was like a big deal back then. Like I didn't know, like it's become a new thing of like Xscape's been asked about. I was like, that happened in 94, 95. And we always knew that was being said.
It definitely never hit me, but
you never heard that song?
I don't remember.
But she didn't listen. Remember, she didn't listen to Ready to Die.
Yes.
I listened to Ready to Die a couple months ago.
Okay, that's
but
true.
even with that though, like I never heard someone else say it.
Yeah.
So even if I don't hear a song, like people still repeat something. But I guess I just was an Xscape fan, and I never thought that they were ugly. Like I never thought anybody was ugly. Like I said, I always thought Tiny was the cutest. Like back in the day, like I thought Tiny was hella cute. So
I never thought they were ugly. I just thought they were just rough looking.
I agree with that.
You know, well, kind of. I'm guessing the tomboy image, but they could still, but that's not ugly though.
And the thing
but that's how all the chicks dressed back in the 90s.
Like I said, that's how we dressed. So it's like I was
we have to be honest though. If we're going to rank the groups by attraction,
well, yeah, they weren't. Yeah, they're not going to be in Vogue or
be in your top 10.
But then to that point, In Vogue was older. In Vogue were mature women. Like even though they weren't.
Yeah, they were. Xscape was teenagers.
Right, Xscape was teenagers.
They were the youngest.
For their demographic.
They were pretty much the youngest group until Destiny's Child in 702. Well, 702 kind of before Destiny's Child.
Yeah, but and the craziness is with it's again. So you got TLC, and you got Xscape, right? So even though, different genres, if you will, but again, that style. Even Aaliyah's first album, what Aaliyah had on, you wore baggy clothes.
Yeah, our second album. It was like that on our second album.
Right, I'm saying that's how we look. That's what you wore. And the thing is, even on her, but Aaliyah's second album, her pants were still baggy.
She just showed the stomach.
Crop top.
Right, but she wore a crop top, and it was like, okay. So he's like, all right, we kicking it up a notch, and then, like I said, for "Are You That Somebody," when she has she put that skirt on, and it was like, now wait a minute.
Yeah, we ain't never seen that in no dress.
You're like, oh, she got a skirt on. Are those heels? Change the game. Everybody
Xscape to me got
their dress.
Xscape got sexy on the second album.
I agree.
Yeah.
With all what was it? Do You Want Me and what's the Who Can I Run To and all that.
But even with them getting sexy, they still was wearing baggy clothes because when they
wearing the polos and the tiny shirts,
they got on
the big suits
and shit.
Like, so it's really like the "You're My Little Secret" album when they got sexy. the third album.
Yeah, the traces of my lipstick. That's when they were really. It's I never I just didn't think of them as being ugly, like at all.
Yeah, it was more the Biggie line that really. At least I know amongst hip podcasts, we were like, are they cool? They regular around the way girls. I think the Biggie line was like a thing of like, oh, maybe they are ugly. But it's not true. But I'm saying that was what was because he said it so like on business, like he was like, no, this is like I know I've been bullshitting this whole rest of the song.
Hey, but you like them hoes ugly.
Yeah, like I know I've been lying about all these women I had sex with that are R&B singers, but this part right here is a fact. Like this was a fact. It just sounded, and then it's weird and it's funny. Because Biggie's not the most attractive dude, so it's like
no. Biggie is ugly. No, let's say it. that man was not attractive at all. Which shows what money and charm will do for you. Okay, like a man that has some money and can make a woman laugh will get a lot further than a fat chick who is funny. Like you got it's amazing. Like when I look at Biggie and then I'm like, and he pulled Faith and he had look him crying out in these.
Yeah, Charlie Baltimore.
I'm like, what kind of?
And we don't even know about the other random women, and we don't even know about that were attractive.
Yeah, black and ugly as ever. However, nothing. Sorry, yo, you got a crooked eye, but
So who was the most attractive female group in Vogue in the 90s? In Vogue?
No. It goes free before 11. I think it's
free before 11. Oh yeah.
The good girls. It's the good girls, y'all. There's no.
I be forgetting about the good. Picture right there.
No question. I know that people would be like, for our younger listeners,
this is just looks,
aka free before 11. Stacey, there's an alternative timeline where Stacey was born 15 years before she was, and she was their manager. But they're the most attractive by far. Like all three of them, like you would just be like, I'll take whoever you don't want. If it's you and your two boys, whoever you don't want.
Ask if she got a home girl.
When a dude used to say, "Hey, bring some of your friends by," that's what he was talking about.
Yeah,
but it never works out like that. But in that situation,
never.
But in that one, you like, dog, you on point. You wasn't lying. Like you be like, oh, you wasn't lying. They all are bad. Like my bad.
Never. It's rare that you gonna get.
Like all of them pretty.
All of it. Like if it's 4 out of 5, it's gonna be bad, and one of them got an attitude.
I know what. I had a question. I think I've asked it before, but I can't remember. Like, if you could go to any era, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and be grown, what era would you choose? And not be your age now. You just have to be like early 20s. I would have to go back to the New Jack Swing era, like that late 80s, early 90s.
A little bit post crack era, like this, like the crack isn't as heavy.
I think I just talked about this. Who did I think? Me and Big Sip. I said this to him that I wish that I'd have been in college late 80s, early 90s.
100%. There you go.
Yeah, that's the era.
Like that's a different world era. I wish that I'd have been in college at that time.
88 to 93.
Yeah, like I definitely wish I'd have graduated. Like, so yeah, I would have had to graduate college 93, 94, something like that. I wish I'd have been in college around that time.
Freaknik era, basically.
The Freaknik era.
Freaknik era, but like there's I think that. And then also, I'd probably, but also to be in college at HBCU at that time.
Gotta be. Yep.
Yeah. So I think that was an era, and again, this is that a different world era. And I think that was one of the just that what a time to be alive thing. Like there was just an influx of Blackness that was going on, and I would have loved to have been around at that time and being in college at that time.
I do think we sleeping on 85 though, 84, like that little
mid 80s.
Yeah, mid 80s. Alexander O'Neal era.
SOS Band.
Or also, back when the Coke was pure.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
When it was pure, baby.
I ain't gonna lie. I like to be in my late 20s, probably in that late 70s, early 80s. I'll probably be like 25 to 30.
and making 30 grand a year.
Yeah, I got me a job and stuff.
So you doing it. Making 30 grand a year in 82, you doing it. I mean, you partying every weekend.
When the Coke was pure.
Hey. And I got me a drop top Cavalier. You remember them old drop top Cavalier?
And you going to the Max on the east side. You going to Club Mercedes on Delmar, and
I'm going to the Animal House.
And the Animal House. And you doing it.
Animal House. You was absolutely at the Animal House.
And I'm going to Illusions.
Just know.
That was a thing. That's been a thing for 30 years plus.
Right, just know if you meet a dude, if you in St. Louis and you meet somebody that's a little bit older, and you want to just kind of gauge how old they are, ask them, did you go to the Animal House?
100%. That will tell you that they're in their 50s.
That'll give you
at least 50.
Did you go? Was you at the arena or was you at the Checker Dome?
On the Checker Dome.
Mm-hmm.
These are the questions, and that's how you know. Like, all
right.
Where
was Club Mercedes at? Let's ask them that. Like, where was Club Mercedes?
Where was Emerald City? Where was the Max? What was the other one? It had what was it called? Like Affirmations East or something? What was the name? Is that the name of it? Janae's. It was Janae's. That was in U City though.
You had Janae's North on Bill Fountain.
No, Affirmations East. You're not making that up.
Hey, I remember that name.
No. That's you are not making that up. That was a real place.
Wasn't there like an old head, like a 30 and up or 35 and up spot?
Hold on, I'm Googling this. I
just remember hearing that name on the radio.
127 Collinsville Avenue, East St. Louis, Missouri.
I'll be like, ooh, when I get old, I'm gonna go to Affirmations East.
I'm like, you're not making that up. You are not making that up.
It's East St. Louis / Cahokia area is the area.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't really on the east. It was kind of down by the eyes or something.
Well, I mean, this is I don't even know when Affirmation East closed. Someone just put this on. It's just on the Riverfront Times. That's what it says here. They have the phone number. Oh, I found it. Okay. Oh, it's right by Blackman's Plaza.
Yeah. Okay. East side.
Yep. Yeah, it's right by Blackman's Plaza.
Oh my God.
I think I've been to Affirmations East though.
I just remember hearing it when I was kind of like in high school or maybe middle school or high school.
Talking about it on the radio, but you make 30 grand a year working in Boatman's Bank.
Boatman's.
A mercantile.
Working at Boatman's Bank, baby, on Lindell. The one that's on Lindell. And we used to that's a core memory unlocked because my grandparents we would go there all the time. And Bowman's Bank would tell you I've had an account with them since 1982. Because they opened up, our grandparents had I was on they had a checking account for me, and Boatman's Bank used to give you these little piggy banks. They were little plastic piggy banks. They were little pigs, and they said Boatman's on the side.
I remember them.
And but because went on direct deposit. You went to the bank and cashed your check.
Get your cash.
And then you cash your check, and the old ladies up in there, hey, y'all getting so big and coming. And then when I would bring my checks in there. And to now, I'm look at you, and I got a job. And by
that time, it was what, Bank of America?
Yeah, because it was Boatman's, and then it was Nations Bank for a year, and then it became Bank of America.
Yeah.
So I think by the time, I think when I went and opened my own account, I think it was Bank of America by then, but it was Boatman's and then Nations Bank.
Well, in my search for Affirmations East, I found a court case of an appeal for a young gentleman shooting another man inside of Affirmations East, and then accidentally shooting himself in the face.
That's on brand.
In 1999, but
and that was the final night.
No, wasn't the final night. That's just someone putting an appeal up for their criminal appeal case in 2002 that popped up.
Getting shot on the east side does not mean that your club is about to close.
No. Yeah, you're right. Because I seen people move a body over during the pig slip.
All right, so let's get into this. Fyre Fest 2 is available already for sale. So okay, I thought this was supposed to be going. He was promoting it. So I went through the New York Times article. But I'm confused because he was really pumping this like this was really going to happen.
Yeah, I thought he was bringing it back.
The best part about it is that it was going to be in Mexico, right? In Playa de Carmen, right? And the government of the Playa de Carmen was put out an official statement that said, or they put it on Twitter, and it was in Spanish, and it says, no events called Fyre 2 will be held in Playa del Carmen. There is no registration or planning. This government prioritizes order, safety, and truth. Follow our official channels, hashtag Playa del Carmen, hashtag responsible government. They said, absolutely not. You are not going to sit in the line and tell these folks that you coming here, because you're not.
Mm-hmm. I ain't bringing that shit here.
So yeah, now
trying to get pre-sales enough to be able to pay for what he would need to do down there. That's right. What he's trying to do.
It was let's see. In recent months, McFarland had pivoted to Fyre Festival 2. That effort, perhaps blessedly, is said for all who optimistically bought the exorbitantly priced tickets ranging from $1,400 to $1.1 million, appeared to be over before it started. And that's when the city of Mexico, that he said was going to claim the event, said, no, we ain't doing none of that shit. And then, so now he is selling the brand, and you can go on their website, fyre.mx, fyre.mx. To purchase the brand. You go onto the site, you put your information in, and you put your offer, whatever the dollar amount is, in. And he says that the brand is bigger than one person. It's clear that I need to step back and allow a new team to move forward independently. He knows nobody wants anything to do with this, because of what you did already. And yeah, he's selling the brand and its cultural capital. And it's this is a month before the thing is supposed to happen. So, yeah, I'm putting in my $20 bid, see if I can get it.
Yeah, I put 20 on it.
I'll put some money up, see if I can get this brand. But that is, yeah.
He's getting. I mean, usually when people get out of jail, they kind of get low. Like, man, you know what? I don't need.
No, you can't. You can't do that. No, you should get out of jail and hang low.
That's this new social media.
Didn't I say that's what OJ should have done? That OJ should have got out of jail and sat his ass down. I said that. But listen, I stand. He did not. When you don't sit your ass down, then you but look, scammers don't die. All right, scammers live forever. Like, he is a scammer. Like, he's probably sitting there in jail planning all of this out.
I could have did better.
Trying to figure out, okay, when I get out, how can I make this better? Like, the scammers never died. You got to keep rolling. So this is what he wants. But again, I think he's realizing that no one wants to be affiliated with him in this way. But yeah, like, if ideally, yeah, you get out of jail and you turn your life over to God, or you just go on a different path, right? You don't make the same or put yourself in those same situations. But no, he's like, I'm gonna do another one, bigger and better. That's what I'm gonna do. And yeah. So all
right, are y'all ready for this reboot right here?
Can take the children and bounce them on their knees. Bounce them on their knees and then sing a melody. The Varnell man, did you mean he's mine?
The Varnell Hill show is they've been talking about this, I think, for a while. I kept on thinking they was playing because I was like, they couldn't really be doing a Varnell Hill show. But they are on BT Plus coming out.
I want it, but I wanted it 20 years ago.
I wanted it 30. That was the best episode of Martin.
Yes, like, that is one of my favorite.
At least
that's a two-parter. That's a two-parter.
Yeah, that's the first to be continued.
The favorite episode. And sometimes with these remakes, it's like, bro, y'all missed the boat. Like, I missed y'all chance to do this a long time ago. But I'd be interested to see what y'all do. Like,
yeah.
But also, how many seasons you getting out of that?
I honestly think we only getting one. I think we only getting
like, it's not. I'm not getting.
Like, what do we do? What are we doing on this? Like,
right? Like, how many? We're not getting that many seasons. Like, we finna get 100 episodes.
No.
Is it like? I'm guessing it's got to be current time Varnell Hill.
It's got to be.
But didn't Martin move to LA to get a show? Like, when he left on the end of the.
Well, he moved to be with Gina or whatever. Just in general, he didn't have. I guess he got.
I thought his show. I thought he was getting like a nationwide.
Yeah,
show.
he got a talk show. Yeah, he got a talk show. Now, the way they could do this is if Varnell Hill fell off. And he's trying to figure out how to get back in the game.
And Martin the man now.
Yeah.
But Martin ain't gonna be on the show.
Yeah, right. But I think he's executive producing though. Martin.
You know what? It's gotta be like the what's my show? The Larry Sanders Show.
Yeah.
So if you do it like that, as far as kind of like more of a behind this, like, you see the show, but it's also more behind the scenes and what the life is like and all of that, and showing the lake with the catfish and shit like that. But again, there's you can't like, again, if it's on BET Plus, so it's not gonna be 22 episodes a season.
I mean, I'm trying to think. Miss Pat gets about 15, 20 maybe.
Yeah, something like 15, 18, something like that. Yeah.
Right, so
Let's
it's
see the Miss Pat TV show. She's got 4 seasons so far. Shit. 10. No, she's got 10 episodes. Okay. So that's what you're gonna get. 10. Make 8 for this last season. 8. It sounds like 8 would be fine.
That's probably for the first season. If it's the pilot episode, pilot season, whatever.
yeah.
Like I think you need to have a fallen hero. Like if the catfish is all turned up and fucked up in the lake, you know, like you come and see Varnell all messed up. Like everything that he said he had going on is like turned on his head.
And the yams are delicious.
And somebody's trying to bring him back for some reason. I don't, whatever the MacGuffin is gonna be.
Something. Yeah, it's like I said, I'm interested to see what they do with it. But again, I wanted this a long. They could have done this a long
Did you miss me?
I'm trying to see who's writing on this. I'm just wondering real quick who's. So Martin is writing it with Kyle Bentley Evans, the dude that helped him start at Martin.
Okay.
He the dude that was the gay dude always be like at like, random places.
With your arm in yourself.
Yeah, with your arm in yourself. But like you said, Stacey, I wanted to see this 20 years ago. But the throwback person in me and the nostalgia in me is gonna make me watch this.
Yeah, we all gonna watch it. We all gonna watch it.
Well, you know, look, Big Sip got BET Plus subscription. Stacey don't. So well, I'll see it at some point if it makes it on there. So
I still have yet to watch the Bel Air. I haven't watched Bel Air yet.
I have not watched. I have Peacock.
I know it's good. I just haven't watched it yet.
I got Peacock to watch Bel Air. And
I'm Doja. They sleep. Yeah, we part of Just Posted Podcast, man. The best show on this network. Come on, check, girl.
Seriously, man. Just Posted. It's just me and Doja sitting back talking about what the fuck going on in the world and the streets.
We said labor of love. He said labor of love. I ain't say that shit. Shout out to you know what I'm saying, everybody coming to watch though, man. We really appreciate y'all. Holla at y'all later.
Hey man, this nigga just tall for no reason.
I'm gone.
And he do regular jobs. Don't forget that.
have yet to watch it. I've never and there's no reason, honestly. Like there's like, oh well, I don't want to watch. No, I've heard nothing but good things about the show. I have not heard one person say anything negative about it. I have watched everything on Peacock but that.
Mm-hmm.
I said when Homicide Life on the Street showed up on Peacock, y'all know I sat down and I said
the fight night was the fight night on Peacock.
Fight night on Peacock too.
Yeah.
All right, so real quick. So I'm reading here. So this is from Deadline. Varnell Hill, which has received an 8-episode straight-to-series order, is a workplace comedy set behind the scenes of the long-running late-night TV show, The Varnell Hill Show. Delving into the chaotic world of television production, the series explores Varnell's journey to remain relevant in an ever-evolving industry and the corporate dynamics of network executive, business stakeholders, and creative teams involved in making it a show. A blend of satire, humor, cutaways, and fourth wall breaks, Varnell Hill will feature a mixture of new characters and celebrity guest cameos.
It's the Larry Sanders Show.
That's what when I read it, I was thinking exactly what you said.
Like, so it's the Larry Sanders Show.
Yep.
I mean, that's fine. Larry Sanders Show is funny as fuck.
Yeah.
But but I figured that's the way they'd have to approach it anyway. So makes sense. I'm not against it. I just I would have loved it more, but yeah, I would have loved it more then. But yeah, now the idea of him trying to be Varnell Hill in 2025 with the way that media is and trying to keep up with the current culture that's out there, I could see that. Like that's but it can't be the focus of it. Like
he was a star before the internet.
Like, right, you can't build the whole show on that. Like, definitely it can be an episode or so. It can be, dedicated to him trying to do some TikTok shit or something like that. But it can't be the running gag, if that makes sense. Like, you can't just, Like every episode is him trying to keep up with the youth. Nah, it can't be that. Like, but I don't know. It's.
I was just thinking of an idea of an episode, like a catfish episode, like for catfish, but it winds up being like a long lost kid of his he ain't never met.
Yeah. That's delicious.
like you got a kid, like a 25-year-old he ain't never met before.
All right, y'all. So we all remember Oochie Wally, right? Like we all remember that. We all remember.
Stacey hates that song.
Trigger warning.
No, trigger warning. Well, somebody did an actual behind the scenes and found a young lady that sung it, and she sung a lot of other songs too. So here we go.
It says, I wonder where the girl who sang the hook on Oochie Wally. You know I had to do some research. And no, it's not J-Lo, but they do have something in common.
You know, Nas looked at me, he was like, you know what you about to do? And I was like, yeah, just don't judge a book by its cover. I didn't know what I was about to do. But I was like, don't judge a book by its cover because I look so natural, like Lauryn Hill-ish, whatever. I wrote the last line of that hook too. I really love his thug and gangster style.
I really love his thug and gangster style. You wasn't uncomfortable saying all that? I heard the dirty version.
I wasn't uncomfortable doing it because I'm a performer, I'm an artist. But after the fact, like I wouldn't want to perform it. You know? I would have though, but then after I saw the video, I was like, oh no, like
you would have did it.
J-Lo's lead on about like 6 songs or probably more.
Wow.
Doubled. I'm talking beginning to end, every phrase on the J-Lo album. Tommy Mottola at the time, you know, getting me on these different projects. He came personally to me to sign a disclosure. I'm sure it's way past the time to be able to tell that. A lot of people have told their little secrets as far as J-Lo.
Niggas better watch your back, it's so cold. Pinky ring shining, so act like you don't know. You can't fuck with Queen
All right, this is one of those outside stories. I know you hate that, but I hate the song, Stacey.
Like, oh my God, like you ever just hear a song and you be like, what in the damn is this? And that is me and Oochie Wally. Like, I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. Like, no, there was nothing ever about that song that I enjoyed. But shout out to her for her getting on that track. And then the other credits that she has that are out there. So nothing against this woman. I just don't like that song.
So she the reason to make us believe J-Lo from the Bronx. She gives J-Lo that New York sound.
No, that was Ashanti.
Well, just singing it though on the vocals. Or Ashanti too on the background.
It's
Shout out to the lady Shelene is her name. Shelene, shout out to her.
Yeah, but yeah, her, which is makes me laugh so much just to find out more and more what J-Lo didn't sing. Is just
totally packaged. Like
it's now you want to talk about
they was talking about on Tank that Shantae Moore song that sound like if you took my love. And she was saying that would have been #1, but they didn't want to make it a single for her. And it sounds exactly like the
if you want to talk about an industry plant, Jennifer Lopez.
What would have made her an industry plant though? Like what is it about her that you think that because she's Latina and it was like a thing and like
let me say this. I know that she did Selena.
Mm-hmm.
And was good in Selena, right? So I'm not going to take that away from her whatsoever, right? But I don't know. I think they were like, maybe that's what they wanted her to be, was the new Selena. And
somebody saw that movie and was like, what if we could just update this?
Like, what if we could her like the new Selena, and because she's a Latina and
Ready can dance,
and she got a little booty on and everything. So let's roll with that. And then like repackaged her and put her out there. But
and they're like, the black people already like her.
Like she was a fly girl, and then now, and then she's with Diddy. So now I don't know. But yeah, she's I think it was some YouTuber, somebody kind of like pranked her. She was walking on the street and they were like, hey, blah, blah. They were like, I think they asked her, what does she do for a living or something?
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm a singer, entertainer, actress. And I'm like, it's funny that you led with singer. But J-Lo looks better than I do. So, and I'm younger than she is. So let me be quiet. Like, it's keep my mouth shut. Like, I'm over here broke and she ain't. So, like, I'm not, keep going, go ahead, J-Lo, go ahead.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
All right. Next up, so Bobby Brown is not too happy with Britney Spears with her My Prerogative remix. He never spoke on it, but in my heart of hearts, I always knew this.
I forgot all about it until he mentioned it.
I just always in my
about
heart of hearts felt like he didn't fuck with it. And here he goes. He's discussing this on the
When someone comes to you and wants to sample your music, talking to LL says, I don't let anybody sample it before I hear what they're actually putting on my over my track. So when someone comes to Bobby and says, hey, Mr. Brown, we really would like to sample this song, do you need to hear it or do you just
Yes, I gotta hear it. Gotta hear it.
You gonna put no bull job on it?
You don't know what these kids will say these days. You know, these kids will say some that, you know, you don't want your song
associated with.
Yes. So yeah, you gotta listen to it.
Who do you believe sampled one of your songs the best?
I don't think they did justice.
Okay.
I don't think they really did justice to any of the samples that they have done to my songs. Like Britney Spears butchered. She butchered Prerogative.
Oh.
Hold on, we got more, y'all. So hold on, let me add the other one. We got more. He ain't done yet.
Riley produced it, but that was a butchering that, you know, I couldn't take it.
But you cleared it.
I cleared it only because it was Britney Spears, and I was thinking
she gonna do it right. She gonna do it good. Yeah. Nice.
Teddy Riley's doing it too.
Yeah.
So you know, but I felt it was a butchering.
Bobby, I love you, but I know why you cleared it. You cleared it because you knew it was gonna be a nice check. Them royalties was gonna be high.
Yeah, Britney was on top of the world at the time.
I mean, that's exactly why. Well, I mean, but he says that though. He was like, okay, it's gonna be Britney Spears, and I know she's gonna do something with it. She's a big artist right now. That's a different new generation genre. People is gonna hear it, and Teddy Riley is with it. So I get him being like, oh, okay, well, yeah. I probably also wouldn't have thought twice about it. Like, why would I think that Teddy's gonna fuck it up? You know what I'm saying? Like, but also I know that Britney, I mean, not even the fact that Britney can't sing, but it's like Britney still was a hit. She still had hits. Mm-hmm. Like it's some Britney's like Toxic by Britney Spears is my shit. Okay, that's my song. So love that song. So it's I don't blame him, but it's, again, that check, and then Bobby, if y'all finna pay him, he gonna do it. Like just like what he said that Herb Gotti paid him $1 million to jump out that helicopter for Ja Rule. Hey, all right. But then also that when he is like, oh, like, well, who all sampled your stuff? And it made me think, I'm like, who all has sampled Bobby Brown stuff? And I think that there is a lot of stuff that got sampled, but it's not obvious that it got sampled, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Like somebody just sampled what's the song? Tenderoni, but they just sampled the melody of it though.
Right. So Roni was sampled. Bow Wow and T-Pain sampled it. Sampled Roni.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, so it's not like I said, some things, you know, when it comes to sampling, you know, sometimes people will take that one little piece of something. But hey, look, if you get that if you get a check, hey, who am I to say something? Look, get your money. Get your money, black man. Get your money.
Yeah, look, Bobby, you did enough for us. Whatever way you need to get it, you can get it.
Hey, look, if somebody want to sample it, get your money, black man. I'm not going to tell you not to, but I also get the I need to hear it first.
Yeah.
Before, and then to his point of you don't want someone to sample your stuff and what they're saying on your music is not something that you approve of, which goes into Shaka Khan gets on the internet once a year to tell you how she hates a sample that somebody did of hers.
Every year
she get on to tell you
every Mother's Day. it goes down.
She hops on the internet to tell us about a sample that she cleared or that somebody did of hers that she didn't like.
But she on tour with the rest of the aunties with Gladys Knight, Patti LaBelle, and Stephanie Mills.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Uncle Charlie and them going on tour.
Okay, well, you transition right into another topic.
I was going to say, speaking of tours, because you know we going.
Uncle Charlie, El DeBarge, Babyface, Casey.
So you know me and Mr. Man are gonna be up in there.
The Uncle Charlie R&B cookout.
Yeah.
I mean, ingenious marketing, ingenious idea to come up with this. Just a whole bunch of brothers that got grandkids.
You can find more information at UncleCharlie'sCookout.com. But when they'll be here in Dallas September the 28th, we shall be there.
I think they here September 5th. I think.
Yep. And then because there's some that don't have El DeBarge, there's one that won't have a baby face there. That's fine. Mine gonna have everybody here, and we gonna be there. We got to go.
If y'all look at the tour dates, these are the blackest of black cities that they're hitting. They're making this shit hitting all the blackest cities. They're not leaving the stones unturned.
We gotta hit Memphis. We gotta hit Detroit. We gotta hit Dallas. We gotta hit
ain't going
Houston.
to DC. We going to Baltimore.
Oh, we ain't forgot about you, Huntsville.
I don't even know where Brandon, Mississippi is.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Where is Brandon? Does Big Sip know?
I don't know. The El DeBarge ain't gonna be there. So if I ask him, I know he knows where it is. But even still, Memphis,
we don't be in Cleveland,
like Oklahoma City. But it's weird though that they're gonna go to Houston, Oklahoma, and then come back to Dallas. So Houston on September 26th, Oklahoma City on the 27th, and then come back to Dallas on the 28th. I'm like, who playing that? Like, why y'all gonna leave the state to come back? Like, I mean, true enough, it's not gonna take you long to get to Oklahoma City.
Charlie from Oklahoma, but they from Tulsa though, ain't they?
Yeah, but it's on like an hour. It's like an hour.
Yeah, like it's not. It's silly, but it's either way, that's fine. Like we gonna be there, and all you can eat VIP cookout experience available in select markets.
Look. Amazing marketing. That's not what does amazing marketing.
That's why as soon as I saw this, I sent this to them so quickly, and I said, "Yeah, we there. It's about to go down." Charlie Wilson, Babyface, El DeBarge, and Casey Haley. Not Casey and JoJo, not Jodeci, just Casey.
Just yeah.
Well, I mean, JoJo is not Joe is done. I think JoJo's done for.
Yeah,
Did you go to? You went to the one?
The mic. His mic never on. His mic.
Yeah,
never
like
on.
he's literally like it's literally the actual cry for you that he's just lip syncing.
Yeah, KC been holding it down.
It's gonna be a good time, baby.
Brandon, Mississippi is a suburb of Jackson. It's a suburb of Jackson.
Ah, that's outside of Jackson. That's probably where they Riverport is. They amphitheater.
Yep.
Because all these outdoor concerts, though, ain't they?
I believe so.
Yeah.
It's gonna be in Irving, so that means yeah, he's gonna be at the toilet. That makes sense. As soon as I saw it said Irving, so it's gonna be at the Toyota Music Factory. Makes sense. Yeah, I need to know. Yep. Figure out. Like, where is
they added some dates? If you go to the actual Ticketmaster, they added Atlantic City.
I'm like, yeah, I'm on Ticketmaster right now, and I'm trying to find, like, I need to know, like, where is my? Do I get the VIP cookout experience here?
Do you know we banging in Little Rock?
You know we banging.
8 ticket limit. Yeah, I gotta wear a clear plastic bag. That's fine. I got some around here.
This one of them tours. They be going on like Omaha, Nebraska. We coming your way.
Oh, Sunday. It's gonna be on Sunday at 6:15 p.m. I gotta go to work the next day. We ain't gonna be there on like this. It's gonna start at 6:15. I promise you, by 9 o'clock it's done.
Waterloo, Iowa. Be on the lookout.
Waterloo, Iowa. We coming to you.
I need to know more facts about
Sheboygan, Wisconsin.
Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Hey man, you don't know nothing about no Sheboygan.
Sheboygan.
I've been there a couple times.
Let's see.
Gets pretty cold at night.
Wait a minute, $158 a piece?
Is that include the food joint?
Wait a minute, hold on.
Them lawn seats.
Nah, lawn seats is that's only $54.50. But nah, it's some seats right here. I'm like, wait a minute, $158 a pop. We ain't doing that. No, we ain't gonna do that. I say we gonna be somewhere. We ain't getting the $54 ones, but we not paying $158 either.
Speaking of concerts, I think I'm gonna take my son to his first hip hop concert. I think I'm gonna take him to the Kendrick and SZA.
Oh, word!
Yeah, for his birthday, because they'll be here in June, down at the Dome.
Yeah. Okay. He's a big Kendrick fan?
He likes SZA too. He like both. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he like both.
Yeah, I think people need to do more tours. And we talked about the Queens tour before last time. I think they should have leaned in like these brothers did with this cookout thing. Of like they got Patty. Look,
yeah, because Patty got the pies.
No. Think about for the VIP level, all the ladies would be cooking.
Yeah,
and it's in select cities. I ain't saying every city. Select cities.
Chaka Khan ain't cooking though.
She ain't cooking shit. I'm talking about Gladys Knight will cook. I believe she'll cook. I feel like Stephanie Mills can throw down. We know Patty will.
I do. I kind of feel like Shaka Khan is that auntie that can't cook for real.
No, and she just sit outside and smoke.
She don't judge everybody's food though.
Right, but she brings a dish. It just doesn't get eaten.
And she bring all the paper towels. She bring all the napkins and the cups.
Like I feel like Shaka Khan brings a dish to Thanksgiving and to the cookout, but it's that dish that don't nobody eat. Like they put it in the kitchen and they put it over there to the side and make sure the
yams with the marshmallows on it.
Just something I'm like, who like this? Who made this? Oh, Shaka made that. Oh yeah, put that over there to the side. Like she go back home with that same.
She's like, it's a new recipe. Come with all it's a new recipe. Let me know how you love it.
It's supposed to be healthy,
right?
It's vegan.
It's definitely like I feel like you shouldn't have made this in a crock pot, though. I just don't feel like you're supposed to make this in a crock pot. Like, why?
All right, I want to play a small game with you all. So the Source, somebody pulled up the old Source magazine from 1995. And in this magazine, they're all expressing what issues they have with rap and hip hop. We're not gonna go through all of them. We're just gonna go do 3 of them. I'm gonna name all the people. You tell me what 3 people y'all want to hear what they said.
Who said what?
Yeah, we got Jizza, Crazy Legs of the Rocksteady Crew, Master Ace, Funk Master Flex, Pete Rock, Russell Simmons, Sadat X, Dougie Fresh, Bushwick Bill, Sean Puffy Combs, E40, Run of Run DMC, Coolio, Eric Sermon, Kid Capri, and Grand Poobah.
And this was in 95 or 98, 95. What did you say?
It's in 96, actually. Sorry.
96.
I want to know what E40 said.
All right. We need to stop knocking each other. Everybody, East Coast and West Coast, need to just salute and kick back and get that allowance.
What Bushwick Bill say?
Yes, that was gonna be my next choice.
The mainstream appeal, the fact that music has to have pop life to get airplay. I wish we could go back to our roots and just express ourselves.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real. That is real.
Do you want to know the ironic person on here? Okay, let me see if y'all pick them. Their response is the most ironic one of everything.
Kid Capri.
He says violence and disrespect. I want to go back to beginning where it was all. No, there's a Glenn person that's in jail right now that is on here, and his is the craziest one. Mr. Sean Puffy Combs.
Oh, Puffy.
I'm like, yeah, what did Puff Daddy have to say?
I forgot to say his name.
The egos. That's it.
Yeah,
2 words.
Yeah, man.
2 words. Everybody else got paragraphs and sentences expressing themselves. He just says the egos.
30 years later, where is he?
Even in 96, the audacity for him.
And this was during the in the height of the East Coast, West Coast.
Yes. Right. Which again makes sense about what with what E40 said. I get that part. But okay.
The idea that he said the egos though. Him like that, like the egos. You know, that's the thing wrong with hip hop is the egos. Really, Mr. Combs? Really? The egos, huh? That's what's wrong with rap.
If niggas don't have shit, they have the audacity.
Audacity and egos.
If niggas don't have shit, they have the audacity.
All right, so we're gonna go. We got 2 more topics left. The biggest collaboration in R&B that you think should have happened.
The biggest that
like they did a duet or something together, or you thought these 2 voices together would match up and do well for a full length album.
I honestly,
what's that?
Who?
Lauryn Hill and D'Angelo. I would have bought that album.
Good one. That's good.
I'd have bought that. Coming off of Miseducation, coming off of Brown Sugar. I mean, like, with Nothing Even Matters to this day. I mean, from the first time I heard it to right now when I hear it, it goes. If they'd have done an album together, oh my gosh. Like, that's absolutely a collaboration, a collaborative album that I would have loved to hear. Would have loved to hear more from them.
I mean, one of the obvious ones that came from this post that came with this idea was the Kiki Wyatt Avant.
Avant, yeah.
Like, no disrespect to Kiki Wyatt when I say this. I could see Avant had been texting her about it. Hey man, we should do an album together. I know we should. And like that's all it went. That's the farthest it will go. Is that.
And they just had a hit it's been a few years, like a few years
no,
ago.
they had a hit when they shouldn't have had a hit in an R&B market. That they were 10 years post something that was popular.
Yeah,
That
they
song
always cranking out a hit.
Yeah, that was like 2015. Like we talking about 18 years after they was like. No, I wouldn't say 18. Let's say
20. Shit.
Yeah.
Well, damn near 20. Yeah. About
Well,
18.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, they should have been done a duet album together or some kind of collaboration. Or what about the Avant Kelly Rowland even? You didn't like Separated Remix?
Yeah, I like the Separated Remix.
I ain't need a whole album though.
I could see a whole album from them.
Yeah, a whole album for him
though. I don't know. Some duets. Huh?
What about a Brandy Wanye album? Nope.
I honestly would have thought I thought Brandy and Monica together would have made an album. I mean, not I don't know, male, female, just the two.
Yeah,
the two teenage girls.
That shit wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah.
But it could have. So, like I said, I love Broken Hearted. The remix with YA on it, I never liked it. Like I hated that version.
What about Usher and Monica? When they did Slow Jam.
They did a couple of songs together. Usher it was another one that they did. They did Slow Jam and they did Let's Straighten It Out.
Yeah, Let's Straighten It Out.
I could have seen that. That's possible. Shit, I just thought, who did I just think of?
I'm gonna go to old school one here. Sherelle and Alexander O'Neal. That would have been a dope. I mean,
they don't have an album together.
Mm-mm.
I thought they had an album together.
They got a whole bunch of songs together, but no.
Yeah, I thought with all them songs, I thought they had an album together.
Lil Kim and Mary J. Blige.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh. Do you think that could work now?
I don't know.
Or is it too late? Or is it the Varnell Hill situation?
It's too late. But the idea of doing a Jermaine Dupri 1492 thing where you have all these different collaborations on there. And if you had nothing but female rappers and singers doing songs like that, I'm listening. I'm paying attention. Like, okay, like I would like to see what would happen with that, just to show that unity. Like, if nothing, one thing that rap and hip hop have lost is the unity of everybody getting together. Like, it was different.
I got another one. Carl Thomas and Faith.
Ooh, that would have been a dope one. Yes. That would be a good one. Ooh, that'd be a good one. I'm thinking of a newer one. I'm thinking Coco Jones and BJ the Chicago Kid.
Yeah.
That would be dope together too. And that might be more possible to happen because they're both younger artists.
Or like
what about a Luther Anita Baker album?
What
they couldn't record it together though, right?
No, you can't even tour it together.
I mean, so
you
like
can't
they
do
have
nothing
to
together.
play their tracks, right? They can't even perform together. They can't even.
I would be amazing though, but none of this. The engineer would have to work and make it seem like they was in a room together.
I think I like the idea of a hip hop R&B collab album, a compilation album like that. I like that because I mean we see how much we love Method Man, and we love anything with Mary J on it. So we loved Method Man and Mary J on there, but just the Hell, even if Mary just would have did an album like that, where every song was just her on the hook or whatever with the rapper, whether male or female, I'd have bought it.
I mean, she kind of did that a little bit with the what's the 401 remix album?
The remix album.
Yeah. Because it's got that version of My Love on there. Is my, oh my God, that is my shit.
Yeah, because it's got rappers on every song that's about.
Yeah.
I just want us to get better, more R&B stuff out in general. It's just R&B. I'm not saying R&B's dead. It's just we don't support it like we should.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, people are like, "Oh, R&B ain't dead." It just doesn't get the love that it used to, for whatever reason. I don't know if it's not getting promoted. I don't know.
It's crazy because I'm quick to go to an R&B concert now before a hip hop show.
I don't know if it's not getting promoted. I don't know if people just ain't in love no more. But
I'd be like, man,
a good Anita Baker song make you want to love somebody.
Mm-hmm. And I tell anybody, whenever or whoever, if you haven't been to a New Edition show, go.
100%.
It's an experience.
Like I said, my ass went to go see New Edition and caught COVID.
Ah, yeah.
Yes.
Was it worth it?
First time leaving the damn house in years, and
wound up getting COVID.
Got COVID.
Just to see if it is in love.
Bruh. But it was a good concert. I enjoyed myself. And then was, on bed rest the next 2 weeks. But hey, what, who knows?
You know what? I thought about another collaboration as we go into our last one I revisited. What about D'Angelo and AZ album? When he did the remix to Lady.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're just both kind of smooth rappers. AZ not gonna overpower your track like that. Because the rapper can't be like, I don't think Busta Rhymes could do none of these. Like Busta Rhymes cannot do the R&B rap collaborative because he's gonna overdo it. Except for Give It To Me, he did a little bit on
the Janet Jackson one.
Yeah, but he don't want to do that for. He don't want to do that.
He only gonna do that for like 2 or 3 songs.
Yeah, and barely that. Like he still was like, even on the song Janet, he started like he started picking it up a little bit. Like, hey man, you're supposed to be smooth in this whole song, right? Like it's supposed to be a love song. But I like that. What about D'Angelo, Angie Stone, Lovers and Friends album, or Exes and Lovers? I don't know. I mean, rest in peace, Angie Stone. I'm not trying to, but I just thought it'd be kind of good look.
I like to see it like a Anthony Hamilton and David Banner or something. Like like some down south type.
I mean, he worked with Nappy Roots.
No, that Nappy Roots.
Well, so have y'all seen that meme where they said that Anthony Hamilton's music is for dudes that have to walk to work?
Like that album would have been called Greens and Cornbread. That would have been that name of that album. Sometimes I got to walk to work. Yeah, it's a.
All right, we are revisiting albums. It is the 30th anniversary of D'Angelo.
Podcast. We definitely discuss healing. We discuss aspects of psychology. We discuss you becoming the best you, mental wellness.
For sure.
Health.
Femininity, parenthood, dating.
Definitely dating.
Single parents. And it's from a lens of 2 psychologists,
Yeah.
So
but also two people who grew up like with both parents, married parents, and then you all know that Chloe and I are the youngest of our crews, like her siblings and my siblings. So so it's from that perspective.
Yeah, looking at life through that lens. Yeah. So you're gonna get a whole lot of things from us. From us being women, going through life as parents, and all of these awesome attributes. But that's womanology, the study of women.
The study of women.
Brown Sugar album. Jesus Christ. We old, man. The album is older than some people we know.
Yeah. A lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people. What was your original thoughts on the album initially when you heard about D'Angelo, saw before we get into the tracks? Or just D'Angelo's artist?
I liked it because it wasn't your typical R&B album. It was like the emergence of that neo soul sound.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was like, oh damn, this dude different. He got braids. He's singing. He looked like a rapper, but he sang.
And he looked like he smoked weed.
Yeah.
Because all the other R&B artists acting like they didn't smoke weed, but they really did smoke weed.
D'Angelo was really high.
Yeah. What about you, Stacey?
So fun fact. I think I just had the singles for some of the songs.
Really?
Like I knew Brown Sugar, of course.
Lady.
Cruising, I knew Lady. And then I think I just didn't pay attention to I feel like I own the album, but I don't remember like really paying attention to it. Like I think I listened to those tracks. So it was like, if it was a single, that's what I listened to. So when we were like, oh, we're going to revisit this. And I'm like, this might be my first visit. Hold on. Let me start listening to it. And then I'm like, but then even when I'm looking at the names of the songs, I'm like, well, no, I remember the names of
like Me and Those Dreaming Eyes.
I'm like, I remember this, right? Don't I? But this is 30 years ago. I don't remember shit. I don't know. So it's like the possibility of I really haven't listened to this album. If I listened to it in the beginning anyway, I ain't listened to it since it came out. But I listened to those same songs that I liked, not the whole album. So replaying it 2 weeks ago when I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and play this. I'm like, it's gonna ring a bell. I'm gonna remember some things. No, I didn't. I'm like, shit, I don't remember none of these.
I just know the singles.
I know my singles. And then it was also like it didn't take me that long to listen to the whole thing. And then two, there's a piece, it flows so well together that it kind of takes you a minute to realize, wait, is this a different song? This a new song? Wait a minute. Just like with Rick Ross and MC Hammer and BMF. It's the same. It's like, wait a minute, this song's still on. Oh wait a minute, it's a different one now. It's a very smooth album. It's very smooth, flows very, very smooth. And actually, I loved Cruising. I love Lady. Always loved Lady. Always loved that song. It's like I said, it was that neo. We didn't know it was neo soul.
Yeah,
it didn't have that sound.
It just sounded different.
It sounded different, but at that time, we're getting his stuff. We're getting Erykah Badu at that time, so it's
Maxwell.
This different kind of sound that we're getting, and kind of find out that it was a new subgenre.
The main thing is that the R&B, for people that like the younger listeners or people that doesn't realize, R&B was way more polished before we got D'Angelo, Erykah Badu. Like you had to have matching suits. You know, it was a production. It was this is just like, man, I'm just coming up on this mic to sing, and I got some feelings I want to get.
D'Angelo looked like he was coming from open mic.
Right, exactly. Erykah Badu was doing that. Maxwell looked like I'm just an attractive dude with this nice hair, and I can sing, and I'm gonna come up here and sing and do my.
What's the other dude? Eric Benet.
Eric Benet, same thing. I just can sing, y'all, and I'm gonna pour my soul out.
He's like, I'm up here barefooted.
Yes.
I ain't got no shoes on, and I'm a sing.
But it is that open mic, Glove Jones type of
snap your fingers.
Right. It is that black folks in a coffee house type thing, the local jazz night or whatever. So that, you know what, we talked us earlier, like when would you like to have been grown? That section of time.
That late 90s, mid to late 90s.
That little piece of time right there where being in your mid 20s, late 20s, around like 96, 97, somewhere in there. And again, being able to be in those spaces of those basically with the black coffee house and the poetry nights and all of that. And being able to enjoy that would have been dope. I mean, not to say that doesn't happen now, but it's different.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. It's different. And so to being grown, being a nice level of grown around this time would have been dope.
Yeah. We tried it, Stacey. Remember when we used to go to what's that spot down there by Busch Stadium? Black Label. on Tuesday.
We tried
Black
Label.
I was at the poetry nights, and the poetry, I think that's how with poetry nights turned into comedy shows, and next I was at rap battles.
Had a band on there,
like that was my trajectory, is that it was poetry nights and then comedy shows, and then next thing you know, my ass was at rap battles.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much exactly how they went.
So I remember getting introduced to them. Right, this album was coming out, and Brown Sugar obviously was like, "Oh, this shit's some different shit." Which I found out he's not talking about a woman; he's talking about weed.
Talking about weed, yeah.
Which totally changed.
Yeah, I just found that out like literally like a couple years ago.
Yeah, but he was getting interviewed by the great Sherry Carter on Video Soul. And I forgot that, he was like, yeah, I wrote "You Will Know" on the Jason's Lyrics soundtrack with everybody on there. He wrote that, and he directed the choir on. If you remember the American Music Awards, they performed.
That's him on the piano, isn't it?
And he's directing the choir, the whole group of cats. And I was like, oh, okay, that song was dope. Okay, well, I'm gonna give this Brown Sugar a little chance. I was like, this song's dope, but I was obstinate at that time, so it took me a while to get into it. And I remember I was at my dad's friend's house in Chicago, and I heard the song "Shit Damn Motherfucker." And I was like, "Excuse me, ma'am. What was that number 7? What was the last one? Oh, that's D'Angelo." I was like, "Oh, I will be going to Calumet City Mall and getting that CD tomorrow. That is for sure." Got up that morning. I've been on D'Angelo's bumper since then. So D'Angelo's always been, but he's a weird guy. You know, we know that he's not gonna come out with too much. He's got 3 albums in 30 years.
Niggas be weird, bro. Like as much as I can say, niggas just be weird sometimes.
I mean, he's got the Lauryn Hill effect.
But he's the only person in verses to have a verses by himself.
Yeah.
Me versus me.
Yeah, because you're not gonna. Yeah, I mean,
the shit damn motherfucker. Like I said, I know I heard it. I remember the title of the song, but re-listening to it the other day. So I got it playing in the background. I'm walking around the house cleaning, trying to sort laundry or some shit. And then it was like, wait, what did he just say?
Is this an R&B song?
Oh, and look, it's a murder song because he's like, why?
I'm telling you, like it was. I was familiar with the title of the song. Like when I looked at the track listings, I'm like, yeah, that's like it was a Mandela effect for my brain of you've heard this album, right? You've heard, but you know I knew the title of that song, but listening to it 2 weeks ago, what?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Can't play that in grandma car.
I'm like, did somebody die? Like, wait, like, so I have so many questions that you end up having, and it's like, wait a minute. Oh my! Oh,
this is pretty extraneous here. You said why are y'all both bleeding? Why are you both bleeding? Like, woo! Okay,
wait a minute. Oh my!
Don't put him on no RICO case.
And then some other standouts on here. Obviously, Lady Man, which is super dope. I just remember Lady being a dope video too, like of him trying to get to his lady at the party and stuff, and he creep up on the behind her and everything. Of like, oh, okay, that's cool, that's dope, man. He got there for his girl.
Her finger waves was busting too.
Oh, she was fine.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know who that sister is, but you was fine.
Yeah.
Young lady. Well, older woman now. You are fine.
Or maybe at the health food stand. He was trying to get you niggas to eat healthy.
Oh, and that's thinking like that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, wait a minute, no, that's not the video I remember. But no, I'm thinking of the remix thing.
The remix with
with AZ.
Was that Joy when she pregnant?
Yes, but AZ's rapping on
it.
Yeah. Like that's the video I'm thinking. I'm like, I said, no, I'm thinking about Erykah Badu being in there, and I'm like, oh. So when I just looked at it, I'm like, right, correct the mundo.
Yeah, because Erykah Badu was in it, Faith and Joy.
Yep.
Brett Ratner was directed the remix video. Wow. And Hype Williams did the original.
Yeah, because I think Raphael Sadiq produced Lady.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then like songs like When We Get By, like it just it gives you a good feeling when we get. It's like it sounds older, but it's not. It's like
like that cruise. It sounds like the original, but it just got a little more knock to it.
Cruising the same way.
Smokey Robinson though said that he really liked Smokey Robinson said that he loves when people redo his stuff. Like he said, for him, it's an honor that like, man, like you liked what I did and you want to remake it. And he liked, with D'Angelo's version, D'Angelo did it justice, right? Like he kicked it up a notch, but still kept it kept the same.
Yeah, the feel of
it, if you will. And so, like I said, it's a very cohesive.
He did it so well.
It's a very cohesive album. We don't need I don't need anybody else to redo it. It's a very cohesive album. Period. And sometimes we don't get that really a lot now. Like you got an album where it's like this only makes sense. How did this song make it on here? But no, everything flows. Like I said, it got to a point where I'm like, man, is this a different song? Like it flowed together that well. Yeah.
The crazy thing is that he was doing a lot of musical arrangements on this. Like he played almost all the instruments on here. He did most of the production.
Mm-hmm.
I see why he don't have to come out albums because he getting all the publishing. He getting all the publishing from this. And then he was smart enough to get his baby mama to get on there too, for she can get a check, so he don't have to maybe pay as much child support. I'm figuring it. Look here, I got you on the album, all right, Angie. I got you on the album. Can you lay off of me for $1,000? I got you.
But they were working on your stuff.
I'm like, but shit. But Angie had her own shit going on, and it's almost like people finding out that she was D'Angelo's baby mama was like detrimental to her. Like it wasn't. Because there's the age difference with them, and people felt that was an issue and all of that. But it
made me think Angie Stone had some game. I was like, Angie Stone got some game.
What's the age gap? Like, was it 10 years or something?
He's 63 right now. Well, she's 63 when she passed.
He got to be in his 50s, early 50s.
Yeah, so she was 63 when he passed. He's 51.
12 years. So, I mean, that's Shannon Sharp, you know what I'm saying? But
man,
I mean, it's a significant difference in time. But Angie Stone has had that G in her. If you had a G enough to get him before he popped off, and he D'Angelo, y'all, that the woman was sex appeal.
Yeah, because I didn't know who Angie Stone was till the Black Brother song came out. I wasn't hip to her hip hop stuff.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Okay. When she was in the rap group. Yeah.
I wasn't hip to that till just probably within the last 10 years.
The sequence.
Yeah.
But the album is super dope.
He was 24
when they got together.
Yeah, or when the baby was born.
Oh, so she might have.
He was 24.
Yeah.
She was 34.
I'm thinking he was like a teenager or something when when he was when the kid was born.
He was like 37.
Nah, that ain't nothing.
It is. It's not, but it is.
I mean, well.
You know. So think of it like this, right? So he's this sexy dude, right? All the women are falling all over him, and then you find out Angie Stone, a dark-skinned, heavy-set, older woman, is his BM. And I feel like when people found that out, they looked at her differently. It didn't affect him in any way, but people accused her of grooming him. They accused her of like, how the hell she pulled him? She must have trapped him. Like all this stuff. And versus not realizing, hey, she's actually an amazing artist. She's a great singer, songwriter, was the muse for fucking Brown Sugar.
Yep. People don't know that.
That doesn't get brought up. It doesn't. She's not looked at in that way. Like, or the fact that people refer to her, oh, it's D'Angelo baby mama. Why can't D'Angelo be her baby daddy? You know what I'm saying?
I never looked at it. I just looked at it as they were just two successful people that had a kid.
That's what I thought too. Yeah.
I mean, look, when I knew I wasn't gonna get D'Angelo, I wasn't gonna pull him. So I wouldn't.
It wasn't like it was no sweat off your back.
I wasn't gonna pull and oddly enough, I didn't. I thought he was attractive, but now when Untitled came out,
yeah, when he was naked,
it was a girl in our at school that was in our grade that I'll just say this. She was a very quiet girl. Like, I ain't gonna say she was a church girl, but just very quiet, very studious and everything. But that D'Angelo video did something for her. Like, you could just see like the look, like her face would turn red when it come out. Like, she'd just be like, but I'm catching the vipers. Like, it just was. Hey, but that, I mean, look, if you were a young girl at that, a young girl, grown woman, whatever, at that time, when that video came out, and it's like,
was that 99, 2000?
Oh yeah, 99, 2000. Like, it was like, oh my god, like, and it. I mean, he's just topless.
2000. Yep, 2000.
But he just doesn't have a shirt on. Like, it's the idea that he's probably naked.
He's just naked and he's just spinning. You just see chest, abs, and braids.
And that's it. And all you see is this abs, but you can see that V right there a little bit.
That V was enough.
That was enough. It was like, oh my goodness. And like I said, so again, depending on how young you were, like, that's a whole lot of man that you've never seen before. Like that, like you've seen a guy without a shirt on, but that V, you ain't seen that. You may not know nothing about that. You're like, wait a minute, that's a lot of torso that I'm seeing. Oh my.
For the young brothers, the V was the way for ladies back in the day. They loved the V.
Now they love the guts.
Shout out to all my brothers out there at the dad bods popping.
Dad bods.
Overall, the album, D'Angelo album, was super, super dope. Like, it's something that I think people should revisit more and more, just because it's just like you said, Stacey, cohesive. It just gives you a feel. You can just let it ride. You can literally play this whole album. Like, and I know people that's over exaggerated. That's not with this album at all.
Yeah.
It's play it straight through. You finish cleaning up your house, you'll feel like you have some good moments, except for when shit damn motherfucker come on. You might,
just don't listen to the words. Don't listen.
Yeah, make sure you're not inebriated by that time that song come on, because that might make you feel some type of way. And then D'Angelo sitting in court getting an indictment because the music inspired you to go do some dumb shit. Like rap lyrics. You know, I never realized why nobody didn't use that, and like how they use rap lyrics to say like I did this. Maybe I killed my lady because I was in this shit damn motherfucker, and she was messing with my boy, and I killed them both. And D'Angelo inspired me. Nobody's ever thought about that. This
the judge be like, I got that album too. It be jamming. Cruising my shit. Me and my wife drive every Sunday to cruise.
I guess nobody's ever tried to use it as a defense of being like that. This song told me to do it, or this R&B song that did it. I think no one's ever tried to blame R&B.
Ah man,
they could.
So I would hope that someone would did back in '95, like. Hey man, 95 is, hey man, just use that shit damn up. I don't even fuck with no D'Angelo, cuz. look here, man, you might need to start messing with this D'Angelo if you want to get off of insanity. But thank y'all for listening. As always, Stacey, where can people hit you up at?
I don't know. You know what? People send me things. People send me reels and all kind of stuff on Instagram and on TikTok. And I will tell y'all, I'm the worst Instagrammer and TikToker in the world. Like I always have been. I will post something and then move on with my day. And then like 3 weeks later, I'll go back and be like, oh, people commented.
Yeah, that's me. I just like some pictures my wife posted like 3 weeks ago.
So every time like every time like you posted, like when you post our clips, it'll be like I'll be late as hell because it'll be something I'm ready to post about what I'm doing. And like, okay, let me post something, and then it'd be like, oh shit. Or like the other day, like I went to, it was my Delta Versity was last Friday, so I turned 4 and in Delta Land, and I'm like, oh, let me make my post. And then I was like, oh wait, it looks like I got some messages, and it was all the requests for me to approve like some of our clips, and I'm like, oh well, shit. Well, you gonna have to wait because I just posted my Delta.
I gotta let that one breathe. So
let it breathe a little bit.
I need some breathing room.
I
gotta let that one get an algorithm.
Yeah, feel free to send me, like, I can hit me up on the Instagram or on the TikTok. I'm probably gonna see. I don't follow. I mean, I don't be scrolling enough. I'm on those pages looking at recipes. And on TikTok, I said I'm looking at recipes, and I'm on TikTok trying to find out, okay, best way to defrost ribs quickly.
Oh, shit.
Like that's me, like, because look, TikTok can tell you. Like, how do I quickly defrost ribs?
Damn, I didn't even think about using TikTok for that.
That's what
how do you make smothered oxtails?
And TikTok will tell you how to do it. That's it. When you want to go out of town and you're trying to figure out what the hell to go do. When we went to Shreveport, things to do in Shreveport, but then I'm only looking at the Black people 100%. Who were looking at their stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Like that. So that's what I'm using the internet for at this point. TikTok is my Google.
Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna lie, I use TikTok to research a couple things.
Yeah, it's point for research purposes. It's like, all right, look, best flat iron.
And I don't have a TikTok video.
No, like best flip, like I'm looking at best flat iron, best like this. Sorry, right? Yeah, but yeah, send me stuff or send me a good oxtail recipe.
Scott, where can people hit you up at?
Man, hit me up, cool ass Scott. Hit me up in the group. Just randomly posting, keeping it popping. That's it.
Look, that's all we can ask for. Look, thank y'all for listening as always. We'll be back. Peace.